Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools past and present.
Is something burdening? It is done.
I need Lae'zel for sea invisibility.
Clean up.
What a day. Let me work my magic. Trust no one. On it.
Can't give up now. Here goes nothing. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Someone there? Hardly a challenge.
All right, what now?
Red Knight's final stratagem. Hating glucoses.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
Okay, that's weird. This is accept selection, but there is no selection.
Well, hello. Let's crack it open.
That might be worth a look.
storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
I think it's them.
Watch your back.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
A crooked touch. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
No one stopped me yet.
My. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
North first.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. keep a blade close. Trust no one.
Fuck.
Salutations.
Best get going.
path to the Carsus Vault.
Death can't have me. Not yet. Yes?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Gotta be fucking me. Again! Why do I keep getting fucking low numbers? Fuck, I hate my bad luck.
Let's move.
How delicious. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Never a dull moment. No time to rest. Is that blood? No, never mind.
God, I really hate.
For more?
Why? Oh, that really infuriates me. How there's no bloody longswords. There's no. There's only one very rare longsword that's not that good. There's no legendary longswords. Why? I don't understand why there's no legendary longswords. There's way too many short swords. Way too many great swords. No, oh no. Oh, my head hurts.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Here you go.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this, godhood.
The design for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
We already know the crown's dangerous. Wouldn't that make things worse?
Worse? It could be the best thing that ever happened to me. To us. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last. We'd be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
You dismissed the entire pantheon so easy. Not all gods are selfish.
Some gods may delude themselves into believing they care about their worshippers. But when it comes down to it, we're all expendable. Children to be appeased, not respected. I worshipped Mistra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor.
I thought you were past this kind of temptation, Gale. You know exactly where such overreaching leads.
Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mistra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it.
Gale, I'm urging you to drop this. This crown cannot be reforged.
I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior. Shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even.
I promise to think about it then, at least. That's all I can offer.
That's all I ask. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
I'm really pissed off there's no good longswords. The best longswords are this, this, and this. And the Alpha Louvre one that I have before. Really pisses me off. Legendary maces, legendary glaives, legendary hammers, and that, but there's no long swords. Why? Why? Stupid fuckturds. Deserve to die for their fucking stupidity.
No one stopped me yet.
Keep a blade close. Should be easy.
Should be at least one legendary for every weapon type. Great sword, long sword, everything.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Oh, yeah, necromat. What did I say?
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
Come on.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
Impero Mor. I've got a long road ahead.
Why can you not control them? It's interesting.
At least things have stayed interesting.
There's supposed to be a robe and stuff that you can get.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
rest.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
Why are you looking like that? I live here. What the fuck?
You've been granted free passage. What you do?
Well, hello. Neither seen nor heard. Quietly.
I saw somebody with a power.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected. You've been granted.
Can't give up now.
Wouldn't have to use those two if I was fucking on the right fucking character, you fuck! There's nothing even fucking in here either. There's a seam in the wall. Fuck this. Don't want to fucking use my inspirations. Fucking wasted them. The necromancer's thing, I wonder if you can read them on multiple characters. Probably not. Seems like overkill if you have everyone be able to summon those ghouls. 16 ghouls. Oh, hey, that's definitely overkill. And you have 4 rangers. You have 4 rangers, there's also half wizards to summon things. With all those ghouls, that'll be ridiculous.
The book, the once indecipherable glyphs, now familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it. As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel that you're with you see now, but as you close the book,
the hell? Where to go next? I might do some of these murder targets and save them. I'm gonna go to Elf Song Tavern and try and find what's the name? Bard person.
Mistra has a shrine within the city, located in the Stormshore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Brace yourself. Do whatever you need. But I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
You never felt the call of the divine, Astari?
I tried them all. None of them answered.
Very welcome, sir.
I'm gonna have a long rest, I think. Have a conversation with Mizora.
Assume nothing.
The book refuses to open.
Alright, once you use it, it's done. But you still can't get rid of it, what the fuck? Doesn't weigh anything. Yes, it does.
The book refuses to open.
All right, what now?
He's got something to say. Baldur. Hey, it's this guy. Elminster.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Kassos' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Mistra's willing to speak to me again? Was this your doing, Elminster?
She knows what I see in you, just as I know what she sees in you. I was not born an old man. I know all too well what it's like to have a goddess fill your heart with longing. Looking at you is like gazing into a mirror that shows centuries long past.
The past is the past, Elminster. And the future is, well, still to be decided. By me. Not by Mistra.
If there is another way, I trust you can find it. It is not in your nature, or mine, to stop looking, to accept the first answer to any dilemma. Do what you can. Put that mind to work. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
I agree. It's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle, but later on.
After you. What's on your mind?
Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here.
Ugh, that pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death 12 times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no.
Join me.
As you wish.
Time for a long rest.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
The Duke's been taken. Now what?
Sisters. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Why can't tieflings? Why can't your character? Why can't you have a character with those horns?
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Why is there no option to ask Will what he thinks he should do? Come on, really? Let your father die. When the city's free, you can take his place.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita. Fiat ita. Anima ad beator. Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
A fantastic power play. With your father gone, you can rise up and take his place.
It's a tantalizing prospect. How better to protect the frontiers than as a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate? What evils could I vanquish with the flaming fist at my command? Presuming, of course, the people can stomach the sight of these God's damned horns. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Couldn't you just cut the horns off? Your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him still.
I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
That's it then. Duke Ravengard's dead?
Well, not exactly. But it's only a matter of time. Don't be too hard on Will. I'm sure he carefully weighed the pros and cons. Pro, freedom. No more pact, no more hellbound soul. Con, killing off his own father, Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke, and forever altering the city's future. I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock anymore, why stick around and give him power?
The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first Hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
You never told me about how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
So what? Yeah, I really hope this aura goes away.
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just reviewing our fight against foul Leroican, your moves and mine. The victory was soundly won, don't you think?
We fought well, though I was a little worried about you afterward, in truth.
Set your mind at ease, my friend. Dame Aylin is more well now than she has been this past century. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of our prowess in your mind like silk floss. Now, I must inform you of my news. There is a Selûnite enclave, not far from fair Baldur's Gate. The Absolute's armies have left them in sore need of aid. Aid I will provide, in the Moon Maiden's name. But fear not, when the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Dame Aylin will stand at your side. Go well, friend. The city will be saved. We will be certain of it.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stillmain, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
You really don't sound like a mind flayer.
I have learned to adapt my methods to your needs. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
And what did you learn?
That you are complex and full of contradictions. It was no easy task, but I had to persist. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how exhausting you would be. You were stubborn, antagonistic. You didn't want to listen. You even tried to kill me.
You weren't that easy to work with either.
Antagonistic to the very end. But you made your choices. Such is the burden of freedom. And now we must move on. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible.
You know now of your father's plans to use the Elder Brain to slaughter the world over. One need not read minds to foresee the horrors he will pen with your hand if you do not stand against him. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an illithid can do. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
Nope. I want to keep my eyes where they are. Oh, come on, this aura's still here. Might have to reload and have someone else read it because I don't want this aura. Anyway, I'm gonna make a new video anyway. I might even hop onto Divinity Original Sin 2 and start playing that a bit. Not sure yet.